Hello, everyone. Welcome to ADBees. We are here with another podcast under the Youngbees program. And today with us, we have a very special individual, a student from class 9 from Bangalore, Chinmayi. Welcome, Chinmayi. We welcome you from ADBees and from all of us.
Hello everybody, I'm Chinmayi and I'm in 9th Samsid MLZS Vidyaranyapura.
Great. So, to talk a little bit about what Chinmay has been doing for our audience and for the people watching this podcast, Chinmay is working as a COVID warrior. She's one of the youngest COVID warriors of the country, as per what she's doing. And her inspiration of work came from a very interesting incident in her life and came from a very interesting event that happened to her. And then she realized the importance of COVID awareness, the importance of the people getting aware about it in a pandemic. So we're going to talk about a lot of things to Chinmay, and without wasting any more time, I'll just start with my first question out there, Chinmay. Could you please tell in a little brief, could you please tell about the idea of COVID awareness that you started and how you did it, and also, yeah, like your work around it?
Actually, this is a very interesting question, so I have a very interesting answer for it.
Please go ahead.
So my grandfather used to tell me loads of stories about our epic, our culture, and how we have been going through from ages. And some of the stories of what he has told me was Ramayana, Mahabharata, and many more epic stories. But a few days ago, before the COVID was there and the pandemic was going on, they had announced lockdown, and they had told that you should not go out of the house unnecessarily and go out of the house if it is absolutely necessary. So my parents were going out of the house to buy some groceries for the month, and I actually saw the rangoli in front of our house, and the idea hit my mind by why don't I make a video about it. So I went to my room and I started thinking about it for a while. And when I did, I actually got an idea of making a video about connecting the dots with Ramayana in the current situation.
Okay.
So I made a video saying that the Rangoli line looked like Lakshman Rekha, and we all people inside our house looked like Sita Matas, and Mr. Corona looked like Ravan, waiting to attack us and take in charge and spread virus on us. So I made a video and I sent it to my trainer. And when I sent it to him, he liked it and he asked me to make it in various languages I knew. And I knew only 3 languages and I made the videos in Hindi, Kannada, and English. When I sent it to him, he uploaded it onto Facebook, and that is how it was.
Absolutely brilliant concept, and also very interesting way of looking at something which is very prevalent but through a very classical or a very ancient lens, and that's something that needs to be out there. So tell me about your inspirations. I mean, who all have inspired you? Where have you all seeked your inspiration from?
So, like usually, this is a very interesting answer. So, my grandfather was a headmaster and a retired teacher of government school. And after he was retired, also he was going to government schools for various places and teaching them for free. And after my grandfather passed away, also the impact was on to my mom, and she trims the nails of old people who won't be able to bend down and cut their nails on their own, and many more various reasons. So she trims their nails and also stitches cloth bags to reduce the pollution of plastic, and she spreads it everywhere, gives them for free. And also she teaches Sanskrit, our natural language, to everybody for free, and that helps them know about our language and our culture.
Super amazing. So when we talk about the initiative and how you have grown into what this initiative is, can you take us through the step by step process of what you went through and how it started and what all happened? So over to
So
you.
at the beginning, my trainer did not know me. So my mom was studying in college, and there she found out my trainer. And from there my journey began with him. He actually profiled me, and where he got to know that I have mild ADHD and dyslexia. So from there he found out that I was really good at public speaking, because I talk to everybody and I'm very loving to talk to people. So he got to know that I love public speaking and I am very helpful in the talks I do. So that's why I asked him, and he started training me for public speaking. So he was one of my inspirations. My grandfather was one of my inspirations. So that was step by step, and from there I started speaking, doing public speaking wherever I go.
Could you also talk about one of the works, maybe something that you've done, a video that you've probably made?
Yeah, it's a video which is prasadam. I made a video about it. It was basically that whenever we get a prasadam in temple, we basically, if we don't like it, we don't throw it, because it's still prasadam given by the god. So you accept it and you take it to your home, where people actually truly accept it. There are people who take prasadam. So even there are things like can relate it to ourselves. When we relate it to ourselves, I've heard many people saying, I don't like myself, I am fat, I am nerd, I don't deserve to live, and many more things. I've heard many people saying that. And in that I got to know that people are not accepting themselves as they are. They are also prasadam given by the god, and they have their own values. So whenever I feel they are doing this, I tell them, and I give them little information about we being prasadam given by the god.
It's very impressive how you're taking examples from real life and building such good initiatives and such good inspirations out of them. Really, really inspiring. When you talk about this concept, when you talk about looking at COVID from the lens of Ramayana, how do you feel about the whole reach and the viral nature that this sort of your awareness campaign and your concept has gotten, because of the whole, you also told to our audience that the Facebook group you shared as well. So how does it feel? How do you feel about the awareness that you're spreading and about the reach that this concept is getting?
I feel really blessed and happy, because my main idea of making this video was to just let people know about the situation or spread awareness how to handle it. But I never thought it would go viral reach and people would start recognizing my talent. And when I uploaded the video onto Facebook with the 3 languages I made,
Yeah.
the reach of people getting to know about it was very big, because people knew different languages and I made it in different languages. So the viral reach was even more. And when I saw the feedback and comments after uploading the video, it was very surprising that people started recognizing and they started cheering for me, and they understood, and they also helped people who were feeling low. On that time it was cheering them up, the video. And that is what I got to know by seeing the comments. And I'm really happy that me and my videos are coming to good use. My videos are useful.
That's really great. So because of these videos and everything, I assume you must have a public channel that you post these videos on, somewhere on Facebook or somewhere on any social media.
Currently I don't have mine, but I sent it to my trainer here and he uploaded it on his Facebook
Oh,
page.
all right, great. So do you in future, if you look at the long term of it, do you wish to expand this initiative and add more people to it, or make more people you're part of the collective or something like that?
Yes, I would love to expand it. And not only I want to expand, I've already expanded it, as the corona is almost about to end. It's at the end stage.
Right.
And not only, yeah, and not only made videos about it, but different topics, various topics. And I've made yeah, various topics like transformation and change, 4 pillars of public speaking, and prasadam, and many more. I can't remember how much I've made,
It
but
is
yeah.
it is absolutely so impressive to see someone at this young age going ahead and making people aware about such a plethora of topics, so many things that are going around, and it's really, really inspiring, Chinmay. So, could you talk us through to the kind of videos that you have made, or like, you know, what was your thought behind making them when you were making it? The kind of videos that you have made so far. Could you talk to the audience a little bit about that?
I never had an intention behind making these videos, and I always love to make videos and talk a lot. I used to talk a lot, literally. So I thought, why don't I make a videos? And I sent it to my trainer. He actually, Mr. Ajit Kakini sir,
Okay.
he was the main reason for making this whole thing, the sole reason. So yeah.
That's super great. So another question pops up to my mind at in ninth standard. How do you feel being like someone at this young age who can make such a huge impact on so many people? How does it feel to be there? Do you feel any responsibilities, or do you feel a power, or what is the feeling in your head?
I feel really grateful and humble because as from my childhood, my parents, grandparents, trainers, and teachers have put in this core values inside me, like compassion, happiness, humility, gratitude, and every many more are there. And those are coming from my childhood. That is why I've always been like, my school has been supporting me in act of kindness. They encourage act of kindness, and they help everybody. So I'm very grateful and humble for that. And it's just that I'm that is why I think very mindful and different.
Oh, that's great. So, when you talk about going back to the first question that we started from, like also when you talk about the Lakshman Rekha concept or the COVID awareness concept, what has been the kind of impact that you've been able to see? Has anyone reached out to you telling that okay, we got really informed or aware about what you're doing? So, what are those kind of real time impacts that you've seen? Could you talk to us about that?
Before, people used to always be shocked and surprised at the beginning, that how can this small girl talk and spread awareness, make videos.
Right.
But gradually, when people started knowing me and knowing my videos, they started accepting me and appreciating me about what work I am doing. And Columbia Asia Hospital and Lions Club started recognizing my talent and awarded me as the youngest COVID warrior. And I actually, my teachers, parents, and trainers are the people who supported me till the end, and still it will be supporting me. They will be, and I've been able to speak in front of so many people because of my trainer. He's the sole reason, because if he wouldn't have given me an opportunity to speak to corporates, executives of company, and MBA students, then I couldn't have made it till here.
Amazing, amazing. So, could you, if you could take us a little bit through the kind of conversations that you have with people, like how do you approach these people that you're talking about, the corporates, the other students? How do you make people aware of your, initiative? How do you tell them about your videos?
I I don't know how, but I people when they come and ask me, or when I'm speaking in front of people, that mindset automatically goes to like, just go into the topic and tell them and make them understand the particular topic you're talking about.
Right.
For example, I'm talking about COVID awareness. Then I understand the points and then I tell it to them so that they can understand in a variety way. So different ways.
So it's more of now you're towards developing a YouTube platform or like a video platform where you can reach out to people, where you can make them aware about different topics, not just COVID maybe, but like more topics. You
Yes.
started with COVID, the Lakshman Rekha concept, and then
Yes.
you included more topics. You got people to know more about it, and through your trainer, you're doing all of
Yes.
this. Is that how you're doing it, or is
Yes,
there?
actually, that is how I did it. The main topic of the whole thing was actually the Lakshman Rekha video of Ramayana and different languages. From there, I started making different topics videos on them, many impactful topics actually.
Right.
So yeah.
So after getting the recognition and after like going ahead and making so many people aware about what you're doing, has there been any further or the extended work on your COVID awareness campaign, or has it just been limited or sort of there for videos and everything? Or have you been able to go ahead and further the cause even more in the expansion of it?
I never thought that my videos would go viral reach and people would start recognizing me. But once they did, I actually started analyzing that people are recognizing me now. I can share it with others. So I started telling my friends, my classmates, and everybody I know so that they get aware about it. And that was how people started knowing about me and my videos.
That's pretty great. So when you talk about your classmates and your school friends, how about them? Do you want them to join you in, or do you want them to create more content with you or be around more, or how's their reaction as well? So
I always am encouraging and I want more people to be aware about it. So I definitely support my friends to be helping me with it and spread awareness. So yes, I would obviously help them.
that's great. So switching towards the end of this discussion, however, I have still some questions left in my mind about it. Uh, when you talk about people's reaction, or when you talk about people's reaction about something as grave as a pandemic or as grave as COVID awareness, how difficult do you think it becomes? Does it come as a power to do more to you, or does it come as a fear that, oh, I might not be able to do justice to this?
No, it the first one, because I always want people to know more about it. So it comes a power. It's a
Okay,
power for me to do more.
that's
It
that's
inspires me to do many more things.
That's really great.
Definitely.
Could you also talk about some specific initiatives that you have taken up after this particular viral concept has gone out? Or are there things that you have particularly started after people got to know your work? So how has that impact come about?
From before, as I told, I love making videos and talking, so I made different topics. But I think beginning of my public speaking recognition was the Lakshman Rekha video. So after that, people started knowing me and the videos helped everybody.
All right. That's super great. So also one question that comes to my mind during this conversation is, how do you feel about choosing something like Ramayana, which is not so, let's say, not so modern in nature, but also it's very popular in public demand and everybody knows about Ramayana. So how do you feel about picking something as conventional and as old as Ramayana as an inspiration? So where was the inspiration behind from?
I thought everybody should know about our epics, our culture, the stories. And I don't know how, but it hit to my mind by telling that, oh, I can make a video, connect the dots with Ramayana, with the current situation, because it's very similar. As you can see, it is very similar. So
Yes.
it was not intentional at all.
Okay. So fun question, but have you been able to equalize more characters from the Ramayana through your journey in this initiative, or is it just limited to Rama and Ravana and Sita?
Yes, I have been characterizing many more like Dasratha, Kausalya, and many more people.
Okay. So it's a pretty great suggestive effort that you could also probably develop this whole thing into a bigger graphic novel or something like a magazine for people to read, for people to come across it, and for people to be aware of it.
It's a very great idea and I love it.
Yeah, so that would be really helpful as well. So coming to my last question of this discussion, Chinmay, when we talk about the inspirations behind what is going around in your awareness campaign and in your collective, who will you think, or what will you think was your biggest inspiration? Was it an event in your life that happened, or was it a person or a particular individual who made you help out or do stuff?
It was actually my school culture and values, the values they have given in everyday morning prayers and the whatever meditation we do, they always put that values in it. So
Right.
my school, my parents, my grandparents, everybody were into making socialized workings. So everybody and every day-to-day thing what we do in around us was the inspiration for me.
Right.
And adversity, this is a quote which I go by always. It's like adversity is the best university, and the versatility in me was brought out by my trainer Ajit Kakini sir. So he is a sole and very important reason to start it. And my school cultures are obviously the again this basic wanted inspiration for me to start with the videos and go ahead
That
basically.
that's really inspiring. So your school and the value-based education at Samsit Aswasa has been your inspiration. Could you tell us a little bit more about how has your school supported you? Has it given you certain collective efforts or activities, or has it been there for you as a? So what's been the role of your school in this particular initiative?
It does make a big role in my life because they have given me opportunities to speak in on the stage. And I also got appreciated in one of our class assemblies which happens every month. I've been known to be as a pride of school. And also this is a great opportunity that they have given me to speak in front of people and spread even more awareness. And speaking with you also is a great thing, and it's a great opportunity that I've got from my school side, and everything can be done.
So it's really inspiring how you carve it such nicely to be able to make people aware. It's also very inspiring to see how far you've come in this journey. You've been recognized, you've been acclaimed. Uh, just last bits of it, how do you feel, or what do you feel about kindness in today's world, since you've worked around the pandemic, since you worked around COVID as well? So how does your idea of kindness build in when you work in regards to like a COVID pandemic and all of that?
Kindness is absolutely important and necessary in our day-to-day life, because whatever you do, you should do it with wholeheartedly. You should do it with pura this love, and blessing should be the main thing you need to get when you're doing kindness. And your in our culture that it's that we have to have kindness towards everybody, no matter if you know them, you don't know them, it is very important. So kindness plays a very important role in everybody's life, and mine it is having more.
That's super, super great. Thank you for saying such kind words, such nice words. Uh, so what are plans in future with your, with your school and post-school perspective? Are you going to continue it after you graduate from your school as well? Are you going to continue making people aware? How are you going to take it ahead?
Definitely I will continue even after I grow old, because I want to people, I want them to know about it. And definitely there is no stop for me, and I've always wanted to become a public speaker, and I am going to become, I'm in my path of becoming one. So I'm really happy and excited as well, as because this is a very great opportunity I'm getting, and it is very important for me too.
It's
And
really exciting and inspiring to see how confident and how dedicated you are towards this, that yes, you want to do this, and I'm pretty sure you'll achieve it in wonderful ways in future ahead.
I always wanted to bring positive impacts on through my videos to the society. So it is a very great platform to show it off.
I'm absolutely sure the positive impact is there. It is coming. It is also being proven through the kind of recognitions and platforms that you've been able to do things with. Could you talk to us through a little bit about those platforms, or where have you gone, or where have you represented your idea till date? Are there any names to?
Yes, MBA college students, and I will be able to showcase it to even more people. And this is MBA students, cooperatives, executives of company, and many more people I've been talking to through my trainer. Obviously, he is also a person who makes videos through impactful and mindful ideas with positive words. He gives that enthusiasm to me to make those videos, and it's a very big impact.
It is indeed a very big impact. Before we wrap it up, Chinmay, would you like to tell something or your message to all your fellow friends and people out there watching this? Would you want to tell us something that you want to be there as a message from your end?
Well, this is a very known quote: sky is the limit, you can go high as much as possible, and do whatever your heart says, because that is what you have to do in your life, not what your mind says. So your mind should not control your life, you should control your mind.
Absolutely amazing. And throughout all this, one more thing, stay kind all around. Don't leave kindness behind. So
Yes.
that's something that's important, and going ahead as well, it's very relevant and significant. It was a really great discussion, Chinmay. Thank you very, very much for being with us, for being with our audience, talking about your project. Is there anything you'd like to add? Any more information you'd like to give to us?
Would love to say thank you so much for giving an opportunity to speak in front of everybody and show my at least a little talent what was inside me. My public speaking skills was this is a great platform to show it. So thank you so much for giving me an opportunity like this, which I never got.
Absolutely great. And I'm pretty sure that little talent is not just very little. It's really, really a big a big kind of quality, a big kind of talent as well. And the confidence and dedication that you bring to the table is absolutely impressive. This is our first time talking about, and like, I'm really impressed with, like, the way you are conveying your feelings. That's the most important part of the whole initiative. So thank you very much, Chinmay. Thank you everyone for joining in. It was really amazing. Please subscribe to the channel to watch more. Thank you.